In Brazoria County is demanding answers after her son was shot and killed. So far, nobody's been arrested. The family reached out to us saying they're not getting any answers from investigators. The shooting happened exactly 1 month ago at an apartment complex in the small town of Sweeney. Matt Doherty with the story tonight.
The Sweeney Police Department will only tell us the case is still under investigation. 1 month later, the family fears it may have gone cold. 1 month ago on Easter Sunday, Nancy Phillips got a phone call that no mother would ever want to hear.
The Sweeney Police Department calls me on the phone and says, hey, I need you to come identify a body that was in your car registered under your name. And I was like, what do you mean, register, who, only one that drives that car is my son.
Nancy sped over to the small town's police department and waited for the officers to arrive.
And I showed him pictures of my son, and I said, is this my son? He goes, yes.
16-year-old Robert Phillips had been murdered, shot and killed at an apartment complex in Sweeney a few minutes before noon.
They shot him from the back and the chest, and they hit him in the chest and the back, and he bled out.
Nancy shows us the Instagram messages and calls her son made with a now deleted Instagram account in the hour before he was killed. She says Robert drove from West Columbia to the apartment complex in Sweeney to meet with the person, who contacted Robert to buy a nicotine vape from him for $35. The final messages direct Robert where to go once inside the complex gates, to the spot where he was ultimately found dead.
I lost his dad when he was 3 years old. He had cancer, so I raised him by myself. And he was my pride and joy. He was my everything. He was going to be somebody.
Nancy says her son was a straight-A student, never got into trouble, and had no enemies. The Columbia High School junior played football, and more than 500 people came to his funeral. But a month after Robert was killed, Nancy says there's been no progress, no arrests, and if police have any suspects, they're not saying.
So I said, I'll give y'all 30 days, see what's going on.
That's how long it's been, and Nancy fears the case has gone cold. Sweeney police say it's still under investigation. Nancy is pleading for answers.
I am my son's voice, and if this last thing I do, I will be his voice.
Tonight, Robert's mom tells us that the reward for information leading to the arrest of her son's killers has increased to $5,000. If you have any information, call Sweeney Police. Lynn and Mia.
Let's hope someone comes forward soon. Matt Doherty, thank you.